Are you recording? All right. We were asking for months for Abby to do our intro.
Yeah.
Well, he was asking.
I'm begging.
That's Abby. Will you look at our answer? The 4Life Podcast. Say this is Bosch and Cheyenne, the host of 4Life Podcast.
Okay, that's a lot that I need to say right now.
It's not that much.
This is Bosch and Cheyenne, and this is 4Life Podcast. Yes,
Yes.
did I get it right?
Yes, that's the name of our podcast.
Woo! I'm the best in the world.
What I'd like to have right now.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Because I was right. Because I was cool.
Are you ready?
It doesn't matter!
Oh, I said, are you ready? I'm a sexy beast, baby! I was up all night! And
Welcome everybody to the 4Life Podcast. We're back again, 2 weeks in a row. Was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Who knows? But we are here. I'm still recovering from last night, but we're here. I'm one of your hosts, the legit Bosch, Big Bosch man, Elvis Petty, whatever you want to call me.
Yeah.
Alongside.
I am Cheyenne Ortiz, the voice of mass destruction. Oh man. Lots to talk about on this week's show. And there are a lot of wrestling related things, of course, we're going to talk about, but we're going to
Let's talk about the biggest angle of the weekend.
Well, yeah, we're going to get a little selfish right now.
The best storyline going right now for Mania season.
Yeah. We're going to get a little selfish right now and talk about some stuff that happened over the weekend to us personally. We went out, tried to have a good time to honor our good friend, Gigi.
Yes, for her birthday.
Who had her birthday and wanted to celebrate. We were out on the town, if you will.
Correct.
We were going out to celebrate for her birthday. And things got a little... Things started off pretty fun, huh?
Yeah, we had a great time. Karaoke as always.
Laughed a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe you were a little more sober than I was, so you were maybe more aware of what was going on, and this person interacted with you, and she never actually spoke to me. I was just a casualty of war.
This is my account of what occurred last night. This is clearly going to be the blow off to having everybody on, maybe even Abby, to get a different perspective. We went out last night to a bar, karaoke bar, whatever the case may be. Gigi was having a great time. Out of nowhere, this other woman, came up and started, twerking and dancing up on Gigi.
Okay.
And Gigi's a great sport, and started dancing with the girl or whatever, just having fun, goofing around. And they start dancing. And the girl says, wow, I started dancing on her, joking around, and she, I twerked on her, and she broke me.
Okay.
So they kind of wandered off and started joking, or whatever the case may be, and the rest of the party, there was about how many of us? 8, 9?
Just about. I think, there was 7 of us.
I was gonna say 12. And
I was going to say 7 of us for TFA, you, and Gigi's other 3-4 friends. So, yeah, about 12.
So about 12, okay. There's about 12 of us, and Gigi kind of wanders off or whatever, and the rest of the party stays at their...
or she might have gone outside for a cigarette.
No. She ended up at the bar with the girl.
Okay.
With the girl who danced on her, and she...
Yeah.
We're going to avoid saying names. We'll just say Barbara. So, ends up, at the bar, bullshitting. All of a sudden... I think this is when I was talking to April and Tom. All of a sudden, I'm sorry, that's Uncle Lester calling on GTA. All of a sudden,
are you in my session or no?
Oh, good. Thanks for reminding me. All of a sudden,
I just got shot. All right.
This woman, Barbara, comes and buys us all a round of shots.
Mm-hmm.
Buys us all a round of shots. You're gonna have to invite me if this failed. Buys us all a round of shots. I know it was tequila. It tastes like Patron to me. Whatever. Either way, great gesture.
Uh-huh.
So have some more small talk. Shots are there at the table. She disappears. And by the time we had the shots,
Yeah.
the girl was not there anymore. So we have the shots or whatever the case may be. And then we just go about our business.
Yeah.
So Tom comes and goes, listen, man, could you do, he's talking to me now.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, listen, man, could you do Tom Jones for me? Because
Yeah.
I love your voice, and you did it last time. I said, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Because two things happen when I get with TFA. I walk in and everybody starts wooing, or I end up doing Tom Jones. So it's a regular night so far.
Yeah.
So I do She's a Lady, whatever the case may be. As She's a Lady is going on.
Which I requested.
Which you requested. As She's a Lady is going on, Gigi goes out to smoke a cigarette.
Okay. Which is in the video.
Which is in the video. Gigi comes back and says that some random dude, okay, some random dude went ahead and started asking her and Abby about Barbara outside of the bar.
Okay.
Like, oh, how do you know Barbara? You're dancing on her. And Gigi was already like, who the fuck is Barbara? Gigi had already forgotten about the whole twerking thing. She was already moving on with her evening. So, all of a sudden, Barbara pops back into our table. We're back to being a full unit, the full 12 of us, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we're down to like 10 because that
a few had left.
Ryan's friend had left. Yeah, a few people had left. So, the girl, I still say maybe this is my fault. The girl comes and goes to me and says, will you sing me a song? And you know me, I start nation. I was like, I'll sing whatever song you want, baby. You tell me what song, and I'll sing any song you like. But I said, but if I sing for you, am I going to get in trouble, or is your boyfriend going to come beat me up? Are you here alone tonight?
Yeah.
And she said, no, don't worry about it. So I walk off. Tom and Jay are dying laughing. Mm-hmm. And I go to pick a song, and I'm like so into it, like, okay, well, what am I going to do? And apparently, this is a part of the story that got back to me later on.
Okay.
Apparently, she was like, oh, don't worry about it. You can sing to me. Don't worry about my boyfriend.
Okay.
Apparently, that's what she said to somebody at our party, if you will. My back is to the table, and I'm hearing the volume go up because the place we were at, it doesn't get loud, which I like.
Uh-huh.
Even the music that they play, even the karaoke music, the people singing, whether they're good or bad, it doesn't get loud.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I hear it get loud, and it's noticeable, and I'm like, not good. All of a sudden, I see this girl is like, not yelling, but she's speaking louder, and she's kind of belligerent and carrying on.
Uh-huh.
And she's
I was kind of ignoring her. She was accusing us of laughing at her. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how or why.
I mean, maybe I'm pretty sure we were just laughing amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure none of us even noticed her or were acknowledging her to laugh at her. So I don't even know where all of this was coming from. But we weren't even paying attention to her to laugh at her.
Yeah.
Nor did we give a shit about her.
Yeah, and my back was turned, so I clearly missed whatever it was, fact or fiction, that made her, think that, she was being made fun of or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that gets kind of calmed down and digressed. And she goes away. You don't want a back rub. But she kind of keeps popping up.
Yeah.
And it continues to be an issue for her, and she continues to press Gigi, and particularly April.
Yeah. Who had nothing to do with anything. She was...
Yeah, about being the ones who were
I
making
mean, God
fun of
forbid
her.
we're having a good time and just laughing.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, this girl comes up 3-4 times, calling us a bunch of names and saying that we're a bunch of derogatory names, and she'll fuck any of us up. And she even got real nasty with Jay and with myself, because she was clearly targeting the men.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, the women.
Yeah.
At the table. So it gets digressed and digressed. Apparently, the boyfriend. Well, I didn't know that was a boyfriend until you said it. The boyfriend came and apologized for her, and try to alleviate the situation several times. He goes away again. The bouncers start picking up on all this.
Uh-huh.
Now she's getting extremely wild, carrying on quite a bit, tries to apologize, and then tries to apologize again, but by this point she's getting a little out of pocket, starts a bit of a scene, elevates her voice. Gigi tries to squash everything.
Yeah.
And let her know, hey, listen, we don't have a problem. Nobody's making fun of you. We're just laughing and carrying on.
Yeah.
We don't even know you. And that's great that you bought us shots and all that stuff, but we don't even know you, and you're kind of, getting a little crazy. You don't misunderstand what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the bouncers, really I'm confusing my beat. The bouncers just stayed upon themselves to interject, which I don't mean that in a bad way, but they had to do the right thing. The
they were doing their job.
The bouncers were doing their job. They stepped in, and they decided, okay, you got to go, sweetheart.
Yeah.
There was 3 guys. And this woman was, she was rather tall.
Yeah.
Rather built. I'm not trying to say she was a bodybuilder or anything like that, but she was a taller woman, bigger frame, like thicker hips and such. She was a bit of a hassle for the bouncers. And the bouncers were big dudes, too.
They were all bigger than me, and it took 3 of them to carry her out.
Right. So that's how that went. For whatever
there you are.
reason,
I was looking for you.
For whatever reason, the bouncers allow her to, first of all, she gets her coat, she takes another shot, but the bouncers allow her to take, like, videos and photos and Snapchat videos.
Yeah.
Right. Gigi continues to move on, and we start cracking jokes about the current WWE iCloud situation that's going on, because we're obviously going to touch on that later on, so I don't want to give anything away. And I think, this is my opinion now, this isn't story, this is for everybody, friend, fan. I think her seeing Gigi kind of move on and laughing and in that moment is what made her say, okay, now this bitch really is laughing at me and she's doing it for my face. That's what I think she was saying in her head.
Weren't. I didn't laugh at her until she got kicked out.
We weren't. We were just so perplexed by why
she's so angry.
A fight.
Yeah.
And we were just trying not to let it ruin Gigi's birthday.
Yeah.
Gigi set up this event. She went to 2 places. We were at a nice place, whatever. All of a sudden, because my eye, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful to any of you guys, my eyes did not leave this woman.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, because, you guys kind of kept moving on, but not paying attention. So I'm standing next to Abby. And all of a sudden, I see something flying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bright colored. It's, where are you going?
What? I don't know. I'm just.
Car.
Huh? No, I'm driving.
No, the session got ruined. I got to join you again.
Did you disappear?
It threw me out.
Why?
I wish I could tell you. All of a sudden, going back to the story time, all of a sudden, I see something come flying.
Wait, you just ran out my car.
It threw me out.
Oh.
I'm not even in your session anymore. All of a sudden, I see something flying towards us, particularly towards the wall. And then I hear glass. So I'm like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
she's throwing shots or drinks or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Or she's going to crack a beer bottle, something like that. Because I'm ready in combat mode. I turned into I went from pint size sexy to pint size Steven Seagal. I was ready to go. So this fucking broad went ahead and threw mustard at all of us.
Which I didn't know until, like, I turned around and I felt it on my damn arm.
Well, the reason, I'm going to tell you why I knew it was a condiment or mustard or sauce and not booze, because I looked and...
I thought it was, like, throw up. I thought the bitch threw up on us. And I just didn't feel it.
I knew it was like a sauce.
But then I smelled it.
You smelled it, and there was a divider between our table and where the bartender, the woman, goes to put in the drinks and the money. And the divider was yellow. Mm-hmm. So then I look, there's yellow everywhere. This woman threw mustard at us. It got all over Bosch's girlfriend's shirt.
Yeah, she got the worst
of it.
It
got all over Gigi's, childhood friend's sweater and her face.
Yeah.
The bartender was covered in mustard. Okay, I had it on my sweater. Bosch had it on his shirt. The young lady's brother, I had it on my sweater, on my pants, and my scarf.
Yeah.
And poor Abby had it in her hair. Did Gigi and Ryan get hit with any of that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. If they got anything, I think Gigi might have. I don't know if Ryan did, because Ryan was at the end of the table with me. We were the safest ones.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jay got any of it either, right?
No, no, he didn't.
I don't think Jay did. So yeah, and Abby got in her hair, and Four Lifers. It took all three bartenders to take this chick out of the place we were at. She even tried to go after the DJ's laptop.
It was like when that first time they did the firing angle with Jericho, and they had like a bunch of people carrying him out,
and they had to pick him up by the legs.
Yeah, it was like that, but on the floor.
She tried to go for the DJ and his laptop on the way out.
Yeah,
she was holding on to the door frame for dear life because she was a bigger girl. Yeah, and that's how that went. The boyfriend came in. The boyfriend came in, tried to apologize, and Gigi wasn't having it. It was quite the evening, and we bounced back fairly well from it. I think. And then I felt as if I had to go back on stage and sing again.
And you picked the perfect song.
Yes, and I sang the only song that I thought could be sang in that moment, which was "Why Can't We Be Friends?" which got a tremendous reaction from the entire establishment. And, questions, comments, concerns, your opinions, reviews about our wild nights.
I
share things a little differently.
We've seen our share of crazy moments. This has to rank up there, one of the weirdest.
And considering that there was no physicality,
that's what I'm saying. This might be the craziest one to not get physical, because there's been ones that get physical and it's not fun. But I think the fact that this one, it was dumb but it didn't get physical, so like nobody got hurt.
I know people are listening, like Cheyenne, you're such a great storyteller. You had all that build up, but nobody got hit.
No,
because we're not.
I mean, we did get hit with mustard.
I don't know, and the place. Oh my God, I am not going to Cats for like a month. Oh my God, the whole fucking table just reeked of mustard.
Yeah, the back of my shirt had mustard on it.
Yeah, it was just a bad odor. It was potent. It was definitely industrial brand mustard. I mean, first of all, I just gotta say, because I had a busy work day and I didn't get around. First of all, happy birthday and happy belated birthday to Gigi, who is the wife of the man, the myth, the legend, the Cap, over at 22 Pages Later. Mm-hmm. I hope the day of your birthday was fantastic. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for calling me a friend and for being a friend, even though you threatened to beat me up to try to find out my birthday.
If she doesn't threaten to beat you up, then that means she's not your friend because she's threatened to beat everybody up. So
Okay,
that
that's
means
a
she
good
loves
thing.
you.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I love everybody too. You know, it's a great group to be around. Yeah, but it just sucks. You know, now you just never know.
Yeah.
You know how stupid people are gonna fucking get.
I mean, this has to rank up there one of the fucking weirdest bar or outing or scenarios I've ever seen.
Since considering that nobody in a non-physical one, this is my number one.
The craziest non-physical that I've ever
Yeah, because
seen.
most of our stories end with at least somebody getting hit.
Yeah.
So that was our night on the town, if you will, and man, it was something, But we cleaned up pretty good. We got the bar rags and stuff. I was able to get all the mustard out of Abby's hair because she was coated.
Yeah.
Poor Carmen, Gigi's friend. Oh my God, just totally blasted.
Yeah.
Oh my God, by Barbara Mustard. Where is the video of me doing "Why Can't We Be Friends"? Where's that video?
I don't know if was it recorded. I couldn't. I have you singing Tom Jones, and I have you and me singing Madonna.
You and Ryan were recording that.
So I mean, I haven't gotten I don't know if
Unless you have
everybody's.
somebody else's phone.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
I know somebody. I know the boyfriend walked in to apologize while I was recording you.
Yes.
Was that on your phone?
No, I don't have no.
I don't have it either.
I'm pretty sure it was April's, because not for nothing, as I'm playing the tape back in my head, I didn't see the Hasbro sticker on the phone that you were recording with.
I'm trying to see. It's not in my recently deleted. I don't see it.
That's the voiceover.
I don't know. I'll look into it.
Yeah, so that was our evening. So never a dull moment with TFA, the 22 Pages Later gang, or the Four Lifers. Yeah, I think we weren't drunk or nothing.
Yeah, like I felt nice, but I wasn't like shit faced or anything.
I was chill. I was cool with everything.
Yeah.
I was cool with everything. I was happy. I got to sing. I got to see everybody. I got to hang with you. I got to hang with with Gigi and Ryan, who were always welcoming. Ritzy and April.
Yeah.
Of course, Abby, Jay. Plus, we got our introduction,
which played at the beginning of this episode.
Yes. So and we're gonna get the fine, polished version, if you will, in the next coming week. Just fantastic. But let's talk some wrestling.
We actually have to talk about wrestling. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta talk about wrestling now.
I feel like that was the best. That's the best storyline this week. I don't know if anything's gonna top the mustard.
We do have other stories to tell. Maybe someday we'll just tell our own bullshit stories, which might increase the rating. We've seen some shit. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw, because I felt like, and this is my opinion, it was the best Monday Night Raw
ever. No.
Overall for 2017.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion.
Yeah.
Kicked off with a very strong promo from Paul Heyman, accompanied to the ring, of course, by the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. Brock gets a tremendous pop, a tremendous ovation in Detroit, which this Monday Night Raw was also the last WWE event at the historic Joe Louis Arena.
The last Raw. Detroit. They have a house show.
Yeah, the last Raw. Excuse me. Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last Raw at the historic Joe Louis Arena in Detroit.
I was at the last Raw at Nassau.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
When Entourage was there and Ryder challenged Cena for the U.S. title.
Correct, you were there.
It's the only thing I remember from that night. Oh, and Ambrose did the hot dogs with Coney Island when he threw
Hot dogs
mustard.
with Coney Island. I was there for that.
That was Barclays, and he threw mustard.
Yeah.
See, it
That's
all
what I
comes
was
together.
trying
No,
to
this was they did the arrest angle on the Long Island one.
Okay. Yeah, Heyman comes out, cuts another knockout promo, says that WrestleMania will officially be the end of Goldberg, similar to what you saw the previous week, which, Brock finally got an upper hand on Goldberg and F5'd him while Goldberg was clutching on to the WWE title for dear life. Then we kicked off with a very quick match between Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks.
Yeah. I actually thought it was a decent match for the short time they had. Like, Dana was really aggressive during the match. I mean, I was impressed by Dana for the first time, I think, ever.
No, I totally agree with that. But, again, it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Flash.
It was like, oh, this was actually a pretty decent match. Oh, it's over.
Yeah, flash pin out of nowhere, and Sasha Banks got the win on Dana. And then Charlotte, of course, at ringside scouting, her WrestleMania, one of her WrestleMania opponents.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it finally happened after seeds had been planted for about 2 weeks that Sasha started beating.
Well, I feel like there was like a time period where they kind of teased it, and then
then they pulled away.
But then there was a while where she wasn't even accompanying her anymore. Like they did, like she slapped her and like she wasn't around. And then out of nowhere, she kind of like they kind of would bring her back when they needed Charlotte to get like that cheap win or a DQ. But do you think? I mean, I find it strange that they did it 2-3 weeks before Mania.
I do find it strange, and I think I was like, oh, okay, well maybe they're going to do Dana in there as a wild card, or to be the one to screw Charlotte, and then they'll feud, post Mania. But
like, are they gonna and then by having Nia dominate Bayley, like, are they making this a 5-way? Are they just gonna do 2 women's matches with all the chicks for each brand?
I really don't know. That's not a bad idea. So that every woman is showcased.
Because then what are Dana and Nia gonna do for Mania?
That's true, because as far as I'm concerned, both divisions are extremely robust right now, and they all should get an opportunity. Why not?
Yeah.
To have both brands.
Or just have a battle royal. They should have a battle royal for the women, and make it like a Moolah battle royal for all the chicks.
That would actually be cool.
Yeah.
That would actually be cool.
So it's like another little prize.
I would totally go see that.
Like a Moolah memorial.
Yeah. And not for nothing.
I mean, I was just trying to think of a woman that would be on Andre's level for the women.
It would kind of add to, or they would do Mae Young.
But I think Mae Young was probably more, like, I think Moolah had more of a WWE legacy and was the champ for 25 years.
Also remember Mae Young's connection with the McMahons, particularly Vince and Stephanie, like the current crop of McMahons.
Yeah. But I think Moolah would have that legacy similar to Andre.
Yes, agree with that, 100%.
Yeah.
Dana Brooke totally, I don't want to say destroys, but goes to work on Charlotte, doesn't let go. The crowd got behind Dana Brooke.
There was a Dana chant, yeah.
Dana chants and everything. She looked great. She was like, come in the ring, fight me. I've had enough of you. I don't need you.
I mean, is that like a credit to Charlotte that she got Dana over?
I think so.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point?
Yeah.
You gotta hate somebody to love somebody else.
Yeah.
That's just a life thing. Not throwing any mentions about my ex. So anyway, with that being said, you
son of a bitch! That was you. Why'd you kill me?
Oh, I don't know. With that being
I thought that was a cop. I'm here punching people in the face, and you shot me. Jerk.
This is all in Grand Theft Auto, kids. We don't want anybody to think we're in stop comp. So with that being
come find me so we can go around and kill people together.
Dana chant's coming. The only thing that as the moment was happening for Dana Brooke, I was just kind of like, nah, for nothing. Dana Brooke's theme song. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Because, music's very key in wrestling, and in that moment I was like kind of turned off as that song kept playing. So there's that. Let me try to find a parking spot while I pick up my notebook here and get the rest of my notes. We then had a tag team match featuring the Cruiserweights, where the heels went over of Kendrick and Tony Nese. Tony Nese is back from his knee injury. It was then announced that the next night that on 205 Live, we would be seeing a five-way matchup where the winner would take on the King of the Cruiserweights at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which Austin Aries then won. I really don't, and not in a bad way, because I love the Cruiserweights. They've been killing it for 2 weeks now. I don't remember the tag match, though. You got anything on them?
I saw the Hulu version, so it was cut out of the Hulu version.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised by that.
I feel like if it's not going to advance the storylines... Son of a... I hate
That's
you.
true.
Why are you shooting me?
I don't know.
Can you just come pick me up so we can be a team?
Well, not in this car. What was after that? Let me go into my book again, if I don't die. Then we had Jericho and Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. Owens started with a promo, center ring, burying Jericho and all the things he's going to do during WrestleMania. And then the match, the tag match was a little weird because you could tell they were going to do something. So it was kind of weird to see him in opposite corners for the first time. Not for nothing for me.
Yeah.
As being a huge supporter of the angle. So, tag match going on. Midway through, it kind of turns into chaos. And then Zayn and Jericho get beat down by the heels. And considering they didn't really use weapons in pretty good fashion, I feel. What do you think?
No, I agree.
Then we have, after that assault, the New Day Talk Show, featuring the Big Show. This was the WWE's promotional tool to...
That was cut out of the Hulu version.
Ha! Too easy. This was WWE's tool to promote the new animated project, which is the Jetsons movie, which people are telling me is actually one of the funnier ones.
I want to check it out. I mean, I saw the Scooby one. I think I saw the Flintstones one.
I've only seen parts of the Scooby one. Yeah, I heard that it was pretty good, so I wanted to see it. New Day segment with the Big Show, where he's talking about the animation of the movie and the plot and all that good stuff. Then it gets interrupted by Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil confronts the Big Show, basically puts out a challenge, even pushes the Big Show, and I mean this in a good way. This even kind of showcases Big Show's new stature and build, because Titus pushed the Big Show and he kind of lost his footing a bit.
Yeah.
So, Show is definitely really legit in the best shape of his life, and it shows, more and more that he's on TV.
Yeah.
Then this turns into Enzo and Cass taking on Sheamus and Cesaro, where the winning team would then face the club.
And I saw this ending coming from a mile away.
Yeah, you called it on the show last week.
Yeah.
Turned into a no contest. Turned into a no contest. Here, you're driving. Turned into a no contest. No, you're driving. I drove. You drive. There you go. Turns into a no contest. When we talk about SmackDown, then I'll drive. Turns into a no contest because the club came out and interfered, put the boots down to both teams, especially this time Big Cass and Enzo got it real good.
Yeah.
Back from break, Foley makes it a three-way tag team matchup at WrestleMania. So the club versus Enzo and Cass versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the tag team titles at WrestleMania in Orlando, Florida. Then Jinder Mahal took on Roman Reigns. Jinder Mahal got tremendous offense on Roman Reigns, including a 2 count, right?
I think so. And the gong went off and
right, and then during Roman's comeback, the gong for the Undertaker came on.
Yeah.
And gave Jinder Mahal the opening that we just mentioned, and then Roman got his mentality back together and got the victory. Roman then called out the Undertaker, which a lot of people thought that we were going to get the Mind Games or the video package or the Undertaker himself at this point.
Or
That's not what we
Thunder
got.
and Lightning in the ring.
Thunder and Lightning, yeah, all the theatrics. Instead, we got HB Shizzle, the Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels, who cut a promo warning Roman that the Undertaker was already in his head, that he's got to play, different. He's got to play nice with the Undertaker and all that stuff. And Roman basically said, don't respect HBK, but this is my yard now. I'm going to hold my own at WrestleMania. I'm going to put the dead man to waste.
Yeah.
Roman walks off, hits the ramp, and out of nowhere, Braun Strowman mauls, and I mean mauls, Roman Reigns with a shoulder block, sending him flying all the way down the ramp to the side of the ramp. He definitely hit one of the light fixtures on the way down and all that good stuff. What did you think? I thought this was a great segment. We're already about an hour and a half into Raw, and it's a great show.
I thought so too. I'm wondering what you do with Braun, because it's kind of, he's still in the mix with Roman and Taker a bit, because they had the face-off when Taker came back, and is all of this leading to him being in that Andre Battle Royal 2 weeks out? Because he's been heavily involved in
this Monday isn't the go home, right?
No.
Right, so they've still got
Brooklyn
time for Braun. Yeah, they've still got time for Braun to take the loss Monday, and then he gives himself a firm footing into the Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Because there's names in there. Big Show just got announced.
Okay,
but Strowman, as of right now, is not in there. So I don't think it's going to hurt Strowman losing to Roman again.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
But people are going to bitch.
No, people are going to bitch about it, but it's not that big of a deal.
How did we end up in this neighborhood?
I don't know. I think Braun continues to show his dominance one way or another on Raw every week, so.
Yeah.
It's not like Roman's going to squash him either. So.
Oh, no.
There's that. Then we get the Big Show Titus match. He beats Titus, hits the 3 choke slams. Nia versus Bayley. Nia Jax versus Bayley ends in a DQ, and Nia destroys Bayley afterwards. Second week in a row, the champion gets beat pretty bad. Your thoughts?
I mean, this has kind of been the philosophy for a while now, where the champion gets beat in non-title matches, but I don't know. I mean, is that, like I mentioned before, is this leading to Nia being involved in that Mania match?
Yeah.
Maybe her, because, what sense would it make for her to destroy the champion like that?
Yeah. Well, remember, she's trying to get into that match.
Yeah, so why would they tease it if it wasn't going to happen?
Right.
I'm honestly surprised that the 205 thing didn't result in a multi-person match as well. I mean, I'm happy that it's actually a one-on-one.
I agree. I'm happy that it's a one-on-one contest, but I did want the cruiserweights to get the ladder match at WrestleMania. Yeah. I did, which I also mentioned last week. Also, by the way, at the beginning of the show, Stephanie McMahon wanted Mick Foley to prove his cunning, if you will, by firing a member of the Raw roster by the end of the night.
Yeah.
I personally thought he was going to fire himself as a way to write him off the TV.
Or I thought he wasn't going to pick anybody and Stephanie would fire him.
Oh, that's another one.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
That's another one.
I didn't think he was going to go and pick the one person that was fucking higher than him.
Yeah, so he goes ahead and says, Stephanie, no, you're the one I want to fire. You're the one that needs to go.
I mean, it got a huge pop.
Oh, tremendous. Got the yes chance and everything, the whole gimmick.
So at least it worked. I just thought it was...
And then Triple H started taking pot shots at Triple H and how he runs the company and all these other things. This then prompted Triple H to come out to a massive reaction, which he then turned around into all heat.
Yeah.
The two of them basically berated, blasted, and belittled Foley and told him to get out of the ring and suck it up. Yeah. Foley was going to get out of the ring until he stopped right before he got into the ropes. And then, as Triple H confronted him and was going to throw him out of the ring, instead, he pulled out Mr. Sacco, which had not been seen in some time. It felt like forever. And the Joe Louis Arena popped for something that they hadn't seen in ages.
Yeah.
And it was a cool moment to see that.
Yeah.
To see Mick, get a one-up on Triple H. If you're an Attitude Era guy, then you know that how cool that is. So that was definitely cool to see.
Yeah.
Then, as Foley goes down via low blow from Stephanie, and is about to get an old school 1999 feud beat down, the Kingslayer, Seth Rollins, makes his return with one crutch to then reveal that he does not need the crutch. Rollins finally gets his hands on Triple H. They go back and forth, boom, 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 bip, 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 get the Iggy, and then Triple H turns it around and starts going to work on the injured leg of Seth Rollins with the crutch. Gets massive heat from the Detroit crowd. I mean, I thought it was a great segment.
I thought so too.
I thought it was great to prevent Triple H from getting positive reaction in the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it reestablished him as a heel, and
I thought Rollins got a great pop.
Rollins got a great pop also, and he even got a bigger pop when he took the damn crutch off.
Yeah.
What's your take on the ending segment? I loved it.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was one of the better endings I've seen in a while. It was great to get that heat on Triple H.
Yeah.
He made himself really dislikable, which is the point. Which is something that I guess a lot of heels face nowadays.
Yeah. And remember, Triple H was like the most hated wrestler on the planet for us when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, overall, great segment. I still say it was the best Raw of 2017. What do you think of that?
I agree.
You know, that's just me. I thought it was just a phenomenal Raw overall.
Yeah.
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Open up with a confrontation between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. This then led AJ Styles to cut a promo in the ring. Pretty much kind of questioning his WWE employment and status.
Yeah.
And he then kind of hangs around in the parking lot waiting for Shane McMahon, who he feels is the reason why he's not going to WrestleMania.
I think it's just irresponsible for Shane to be so late to work.
I agree with that, too. You would think he would work at Bye Bye Baby or something like that. He doesn't care. You're going to have to take it from here because I don't remember offhand SmackDown, and because I got the remote in my hand and I'm driving, I can't look it up.
All right, yeah, I got it right here.
Okay. I saw it. I just need to go back and...
Yeah, same here. Becky Lynch faced Natty. Pretty decent match. She beat her with the disarmer, and then Carmella attacked both girls after the match.
Okay.
Miz TV segment where the Miz and Maurice, they call themselves the power couple. They do more just shooting on Nikki and John.
Which I saw that segment. It was pretty,
then they come out. Then Daniel Bryan announces the mixed tag match, which has been rumored for a while. So we are going to get that match. And Daniel Bryan kept saying he wanted to punch Miz in the face over and over again. Yeah. So I kind of feel like he's going to have a spot where he's going to punch Miz in the face at Mania to get
which
the big
will get a huge reaction. Huge.
Yeah.
Like Trump huge. Huge.
Huge. He did compare the Miz to Trump on Talking Smack.
Yes, he did. That he indeed did.
Yeah.
What else then happened?
Then after that, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, and Mickey got the victory.
Which was a great match.
Yes, with the Mickey kick. Shane arrived. That's when AJ assaults him, throws him into the car window. He's bloody. Fit Finlay comes out to help him out. I think they should have a lumberjack match with all of the agents as lumberjacks, because all of their cameos have been great throughout this feud. Between Hayes, Road Dogg, Finlay. Just throw them all out there as lumberjacks.
I think it all still go.
Yeah. Mojo and Dolph. Raleigh won by countout because Ziggler walked away during the match. Orton came out for a promo.
The promo I actually missed it.
I don't remember it being anything crazy. And then Wyatt cut a promo on screen where he was by the graveside of Sister Abigail and kind of saying he still has his powers. So he poured ashes on himself.
Yeah.
Corbin,
which had some quite perturbed.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when Punk did it with Bearer.
Yeah, but that was different because Bearer had just died.
Yeah,
that was a totally different, Where
the hell did you go?
Shindig. I'm trying to get us another car. Go on.
So Baron Corbin issues a challenge for Ambrose for the IC title.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad he got beat up the week prior.
Oh, did you saw the forklift?
Yeah, I finally saw that clip.
Uh-huh.
I saw that clip.
And
Yeah,
then the main event was American Alpha and the Usos, which was
caught
really
me off guard.
yeah, same here because I kind of felt like the show was over, and then it was like, wait, the Usos, and then I after the match was over, I was about to just turn off the video on Hulu, and then like in the last 10 seconds, Shane comes out limping out, and he says, AJ wants a match at Mania. He's got one. Oh yeah, also earlier in the show, Daniel Bryan fired AJ Styles from SmackDown.
Yeah, that's right. Officially terminated him.
Yeah.
I thought SmackDown was good too, but Raw seems to be the better show this week. What do you think?
Yeah. Usually I wouldn't say that, but this week I do agree.
Yeah. How did you feel about Maurice exposing Nikki Bella for what she really is?
It was the same. She mentioned that on Total Divas.
Total Divas, yeah.
So I already heard that story.
Yeah. It was very conflicting at times because I was just like, okay, I heard. Well, again, not everybody that watches SmackDown watches Total Divas. So.
Yeah, so it was pretty much reiterating the story from when Maurice made her comeback to the show.
Yeah.
Where she said that the Bellas kind of screwed her over, and her and Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, did she mention Kelly in the promo?
I think she did.
So maybe that'll be what Kelly does, or comes out and interferes.
And she said she's open to coming back, so maybe that's how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
And then the Usos took on American Alpha, and I thought it was a great TV match, and the Usos got a pin over Alpha. So
I'm guessing that leads to, I mean, if you think about it, this feud's been going on longer than most feuds.
This feud's already on 6 months.
It's probably up there. It's just that they kind of forgot about it for a while, but this feud started around SummerSlam, where they were both baby faces, and then the Usos started showing a little jealousy. The Usos turned heel, and it was kind of forgotten about.
Okay.
And then Slater and Rhino became champs, and there was the injury, and then the Wyatts became champions, and then
the Wyatts,
then
and Alpha got it from them.
Yeah, so I feel like this has been building for a while, but they just kind of forgot about it.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure they'll probably get the pre-show spot.
Yeah,
them and the Cruisers.
Very, very likely. Very, very likely. Should we touch on WrestleMania before we take our next commercial break?
Sure.
Let's touch on WrestleMania. WrestleMania is shaping up to be, as far as I'm concerned, financially a great show for the WWE, for the company.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do tremendous numbers. I want to have this conversation with you because it came up a lot this week. So, Goldberg, Brock, are they going to have a match? Is it?
They have
seconds?
to at this point.
Is it a minute 42?
They got to go like 10 maybe. How long was their match at 20?
Probably you figured less than 20, so they had to do 10 to 15.
I mean, it felt like it was an eternity because they weren't really doing much for the match.
No, just power, and then they've both openly said that they were in a bad place mentally and didn't want to.
And I think, I think they're at a point where maybe they both want to redeem themselves for that.
I think Goldberg does because I've heard Goldberg say that. Brock, I'm sure he does.
And Brock's had pretty good matches since coming back. I think with the exception of...
No, he has, but what I'm saying...
As far as all his big matches, Ambrose was the only one that was a disappointment.
Goldberg has said several times that he wishes he could redeem himself for the WrestleMania 20 match. That's what I meant by that. That match has got an entire different level of credibility. And Roman and Taker, despite being hot-shotted, it's turning out to be, if nothing else, a very entertaining feud.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of buzz.
It feels rushed because he had the Braun feud, and then he still got the Braun feud, but it's, I mean, compared to other Undertaker feuds, it's not as well built, in my opinion. I mean, they had the elimination in the Rumble, and then the choke slam, and now it's, I mean, you got 2 weeks to build it. But
I'm just trying to fathom something.
What's up?
2 weeks to build it, right?
2 more weeks, yeah.
2 more weeks to build it.
I mean, do you bring in? I mean, I think Undertaker's scheduled for the go home. So, like tomorrow, do you bring in another legend?
It would have to be because
I'm thinking like who's left? It's not going to be Hunter because Hunter's a heel. Like it would have to be Flair. As far as
it
Taker,
can't be Flair.
as far as
And
Taker's,
it can't be Punk.
as far as Taker's opponents, Shawn already came out. There's Flair, Punk. I mean not Punk, Flair.
Can't be Show.
Maybe.
Oh,
or like a pep talk.
But he's on SmackDown, but we haven't seen Kane in a while.
Yeah.
But he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, Kane can be another one. Because Orton and Bray are on SmackDown. They got their own thing, and I'm trying to think of all the other Taker opponents.
Yeah, me too. I feel like our first option is the best one.
I'm guessing Flair is...
It could be a way to get him.
Yeah.
Jake. And I know Brock will be there Monday. I didn't hear anything about Taker.
I doubt Brock is going to give Roman a pep talk. And Brock beat him.
In the sense of like who's going to appear.
Yeah.
I know Goldberg will be there. I know Brock will be there. I have heard nothing about The Undertaker, and as of now, well, I normally don't find this out for the daytime to my peoples, but as of now, there's no legends booked, and it's easy to keep Shawn hush off the TV for the guys because he's the head trainer in NXT.
Yeah.
So, he can be at that show if he wants,
But they're not going to use Shawn again. They just used him.
No, absolutely not. They're not going to use Shawn again.
Yeah.
Without question. I'm excited for Mania. I hope everything works out with the 2 women's division matches. I really do.
I can see, like I mentioned before, I think the SmackDown one left that stipulation to leave it open for Naomi.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably throw in some surprises. Because I did hear the rumor that they were asking former women to come in, so maybe like a Victoria.
It could be. I mean, I know they reached out to Victoria. I know that they've had some talks with Barbie. It's going to be interesting. I still say that Taker will appear this week.
Uh-huh.
I still say that. That's just me.
I mean, as far as the other matches, Jericho and Owens.
Yeah, which I'm trying to... The only reason that I'm not... I am extremely excited for the match. I have great things for the match. I want that match.
I think this is the match that I think, unfortunately, for every year for a while now, whenever you have the match with the 2 best in-ring workers, everybody's expecting it to be the next Steamboat Savage.
Yeah.
So then if it doesn't live up to that, people get pissed off or disappointed. Like I think when it was Punk and Jericho, everybody was putting that expectation on it as well. So
that
anytime
match was not a letdown, but not what a lot of people thought.
It wasn't, but I think people are, anytime it's like, oh, this is the good worker match, so this has to be the Steamboat Savage match of this Mania.
Oh, that's true, and that's always going to come out of purists.
Yeah.
And like, okay, these guys are going to steal it. This is going to be the wrestling match.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Savage Steamboat, Flair Steamboat of 2017 and shit.
Yeah.
SmackDown overall, great show. I thought Shane could have talked a little longer, but that's just me. And Mania's looking good. Now, let's take you to a word from our sponsors.
All right.
Yeah, now we got, I think we should do...
Hey, 4Life listeners, this is The Cap here with Mike the Finance Guy and Ralph the Tech, inviting you to check out our Geektastic podcast, Meanwhile, 22 pages later.
So if you're a Whovian, a lover of capes and tights, a gamer, or a TV movie watcher, and you want some very honest reviews from some very funny guys,
check out our podcast. It's on iTunes and also on SoundCloud. And if you want to join in the discussion, check out our Facebook page. Oh, and by the way, that 22 is the number.
Now, back to Bosch and Cheyenne.
All right.
Okay.
Now.
4Lifers, welcome back to the show. Huge thank you to our supporters and those who advertise on the show. Unfortunately, the wrestling world lost another life this past week. a gentleman who was battling with cancer. I am talking about a man who, as far as I am concerned, is a wrestling pop culture icon, and kind of an urban legend. And that's, unfortunately, we lost Dennis Stamp this past week. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Dennis Stamp, I ask you to see the Beyond the Mat film. For those of you who are saying, I saw that movie, who is Dennis Stamp, or whatever, Dennis Stamp is the gentleman who is very upset that he's not on Terry Funk's first retirement show. He's upset that he wasn't wrestling Dory Funk Jr. because he swears he could have had a better match with Dory Funk Jr. Then he goes to try to see Terry in the film, Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Just say hello, and Terry's like, come on, work the match. He's like, I'm not booked. I'm not involved. I'm not booked. And it became this viral thing, 10 years later with the advent of YouTube.
Yeah.
And I know that he was on Colt Cabana's podcast at one point, so I'm going to try to give that a listen. Yeah, and, the film, if you were a wrestling fan in the 90s, you probably saw the film, or heard of it, or know what it did to Vince McMahon, to upset him. Before I get into his championship accolades, Ronnie, any Dennis Stamp memories, or something you want to say or share?
I mean, outside of the film, I'm not really too familiar with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I thought his appearance in the film was pretty iconic. Other than that, I don't have any other familiarity with Mr. Stamp.
Okay. Real quick, let's go over some of his accomplishments in the ring, and there's quite a few notable ones here. He was the AWA Rookie of the Year in 1971.
Okay.
He was an NWA United States Tag Team Champion for the Tri-State area. He was a Tri-State United States Tag Team Champion again. The first time with Bull Belinsky, the second one with Dewey Robertson. He won the Canadian Tag Team titles, beating Tiger Jet Scene. The NWA Western State Tag Team titles, Davey O was his partner. He's got the infamous NWA Braxton Knuckles title. He's got victories with that, including Hank James, Big Texas Star. These are all in Amarillo, by the way. Defeated Dory Funk Jr. not once but twice for that same belt. Also, he was a big star. He always got nice pushes in the Funk's territory, and of course, in the Los Angeles territory. He was a Minnesota State Wrestling Champion. He got nice pushes in LA from the LaBelles, like Judo Gene, and Amarillo for the Funks. I've actually never seen Dennis Stamp work. You?
No.
Okay, at least you're honest. Stamp was a very... Oh, actually... Wow, he's even beating Wahoo McDaniel.
Yeah.
He's even beating Wahoo McDaniel. Tell us your memories of Dennis Stamp and how you discovered him in probably a different manner.
Like I just mentioned, the movie.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Do you get on a trampoline and think of him on a daily basis?
As often as I can.
Okay, at least you're honest. So rest in peace to Dennis Stamp. From what I heard, a very nice, very funny man, and somebody who unfortunately got lost in the shuffle in the wrestling industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Stamp clearly could have been extremely entertaining.
Yeah.
With that in mind, Dennis Stamp, rest in peace. Thank you for being a pop culture icon, an underground icon, if you will, to the wrestling community. And just know that now, you're booked.
Definitely. And definitely check out Pritchard's Beyond the Mat podcast.
Yes, I heard that was very, very good.
Yeah.
And watch the film. For those of you who've never seen Beyond the Mat,
it is on YouTube.
You can find it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on Netflix, and it's kind of...
Is it on Netflix?
It was when I had Netflix.
Yeah.
This is before Netflix and chill. This was back when it was Netflix and fall asleep.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we lost a cult icon in the wrestling business. I encourage you to watch Beyond the Mat. Send me some Dennis Stamp matches if you want on our social media for me to watch.
Yeah.
You know, because we all know me in wrestling. It's, it's all I watch. I got a cable box, here at the house for novelty. But yeah, send me some Dennis Stamp matches. I'd love to see him in action.
Yeah.
Plus, he was an amateur wrestling champion, so he was a shooter. So once again, rest in peace, Dennis Stamp. Congratulations, you are booked in heaven, literal heaven, and I hope I get to meet you when I pass away. I guess is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he seemed very nice in the film, like a genuinely nice guy.
He's also on Colt's podcast.
I might have heard it back, like it might have been like a few years ago.
No, I might go back and look.
Yeah, I might go back and look for it, but I think I remember hearing it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's like 3 years old.
Because I remember him doing that poem.
Yes, that's it. That was at the end.
Yeah.
With that in mind, we're going to take another quick, short break because when we come back, we are going to talk about, recap, discuss, opinionize, arguably the hottest story in the wrestling world this weekend. We'll be right back to that.
All right. Welcome back, For Lifers. It's that time of the show where we talk about the controversy of the week. On Friday, it was on Friday, right?
Friday afternoon.
Yeah. Pictures and videos were leaked online of Miss Paige.
That's right.
Various nude pics, videos of
very compromising situation.
Videos of her alone, videos of her. The first video that was released reveals Brad Maddox at the end, former WWE employee, and then another video with Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods, who is currently in WWE and hosting WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and also recently just had a kid with his wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a rough situation. I know, like, I'm pretty sure a ton of people have already seen it by now. And, it's tough because that was private stuff that wasn't meant to be seen. But it's also, like, I don't know why she still does she have those videos on her phone? Or in her iCloud?
It sounds like it was a cloud hack.
Because I feel like,
it looks like an FCW NXT era.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. It was during that time. I know it's not any time recently, but why would she hold on to that if she's no longer with that person?
That's true.
Because she was already, like, when she went on Total Diva, she was in a relationship, then she was in another relationship.
With that punk rocker, right?
There was two different punk rockers. There was that she was with, and then Alberto, so she's been in several relationships since then.
Yeah.
Unless it was one of those things that she thought she deleted, but it wasn't completely deleted.
It sounds like their iCloud storage got hacked because the day before Amanda Seyfried,
I think it was Emma Watson.
They all got hacked.
Mm-hmm.
They all got hacked, so unfortunately it was bad timing. The worst about this is that the gentleman who has this is claiming that there are more videos of more WWE superstars, that there is another Paige threesome film,
okay,
and apparently that one of the female competitors is a lesbian.
Okay.
And he has the proof to prove
and
all
claiming that they have videos of Summer Rae, Big E, Maurice, Victoria.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out.
I mean, I think of all the people involved, I think Paige is already mentally out of the company. She doesn't want to be there due to
Yeah,
her relationship and her being unhappy there. I think, and Brad is already gone, so I think if anybody, I think Xavier Woods, who's an
I
active
still say
competitor,
Woods is gonna get the brunt of it because
he's the one
Paige is
that's there.
already, yeah, Paige is already an issue for them that they kind of don't, they're not sweating over.
Yeah.
Max is gone, and then you have Woods, and Woods is in a primary WrestleMania situation. Don't forget.
He's one of the hosts. I mean, their gimmick is based on sexual innuendo, pretty much. The
That's true.
bootios, the jokes, the unicorn horns. Like I said last night,
That's
I'm never
true.
going to be able to look at a unicorn horn again.
Yeah, especially since they're white colored.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a bizarre turn of events. I mean, this is clearly not recent.
I mean, and I know
Cheating.
they're in Brooklyn tomorrow, so what kind of reaction do you see New Day getting?
I heard they're already going to be off TV.
Are they? Because Woods was at the Video Game Awards at South by Southwest this weekend, which is
Correct.
why he wasn't at any of the house shows. And I know he was
Two
tweeting pictures, but he didn't acknowledge it, to my knowledge.
Two articles went up saying that the New Day is going to be kept off TV until WrestleMania.
Okay.
Another article went up saying that.
So they're hoping this kind of like quiets down by Mania.
Yeah, that Woods would either be reprimanded or something else. There was another.
But I mean,
or they get left off.
Like to punish Woods over something he did years ago.
Right.
I mean, it sucks because I mean, Paige is in a current relationship and Woods is married with a kid, and for all of this shit to surface now, it's not.
Yeah, like at the tail end, ideally.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that was random. Yeah, I think because remember it's.
I mean, remember when
Paige
it happened to
Paige
Rollins?
Is the centerpiece of it all, but Paige. Okay, but that was different because that was Rollins' wife or ex-wife or whatever.
Yeah, fiance.
She was
at the time.
She was kind of being spiteful about the situation.
She was being petty.
She was being petty about the situation. So that was a little different. We're talking about an entire album, a litany of compromising photos of Paige. I mean,
and videos.
She's getting. There's also, and then there's the video of her having sex in a locker room. You can't tell who that is, but having sex in a locker room. During the Xavier Woods, Brad Maddox film, directed by Maddox Scorsese, he's like all up in the Mifkin of fucking Paige and Woods.
Mm-hmm.
He's in there like he's trying to get a director's cut, legit.
Yeah.
The photos, I'm all for a naked picture, especially if you can get them in a certain way. But what happened to Paige, to Maddox even, and to Xavier Woods was a complete and utter total invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
There's really just no way around privacy now.
I mean, I think in this day and age, you just got to make sure you just protect yourself and not have that on the cloud, or just make sure it's not accessible, or
That's right.
I think just considering now, and it's like, and like once it's out there, and it's like, even if you're not a celebrity, just regular people.
Yeah.
It could like you never know. Like if it could affect your job, it could affect your livelihood. It could prevent jobs in the future. Like just.
Yeah.
You just gotta like if you. I'm all for having fun and videos and pictures but just be smart about it.
Well, and don't get me wrong, like everybody, it's a very popular thing for this era to kind of, do that with your sexual escapades and stuff like that. But
yeah, but like I said, then protect yourself.
And also, Paige is going to be looked at a certain type of way because that's two guys that are in FCW. the two rockers. Now you're telling me that she was with two other, dudes plus Del Rio. Del
It's gonna
Rio's
be
probably like,
it's gonna be looked at worse on Paige. Had it been the other way around and Brad Maddox was with two girls from the roster,
oh, not that big a deal. Not that big
he
a deal.
would have been praised.
Yeah.
If it was Brad Maddox with Paige and Summer Rae, for instance, as another female on the roster at the time, just for an example,
Yeah.
he would have been
Not
seen as a
dominating.
god. But since it's Paige, she's going to be seen negatively.
Correct. My heart goes out to all of them.
Yeah.
And I genuinely hope that nobody else's information, videos, photos, whatever goes out.
Yeah.
And I hope it allows Warrior to be a little bit more smarter and active. And excuse me, I just had a brain fart. I hope it allows room for other people to be more conscious of this stuff.
And I'm pretty sure WWE is freaking out about this. I'm guessing they're gonna.
Oh, they have to be.
I mean,
and
the whole locker room is gonna get it.
There's that one photo now, from what I heard, of Paige being extremely disrespectful with I'm presuming, the Divas title.
And how do you? I mean, and like Rock's working on a movie about her and her family, and it's
there's a lot on the line.
Like
right
JTG posted that tweet saying he wanted to audition for the role of Xavier Woods in the movie.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I mean, she did comment. She did say that those were private and they were leaked, and I know her parents are standing behind her.
Yeah,
and
parents are really into it.
Yeah. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. I mean, I'm guessing they're gonna give the whole locker room a speech on just like, hey, if you have like, check all your shit and delete anything that could get out, like anything. It's more like I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the warning, like, hey, if they haven't already, like, hey, delete your shit if you haven't done so already. Make sure there's nothing out there that can incriminate you or embarrass you. Like, if you have anything, delete it, back it up on a hard drive, get it out of the clouds, make sure nobody can find it if they hack your shit. Like, if you want to,
and they're super easy to access now.
Exactly. It's like here, like I would like here, give out a bunch of flash drives. Like, put all your shit on these flash drives, hide them in your house, put them in a safe. Don't get rid of it.
Yeah,
like this is probably going to serve as a lesson to like the roster. Like, clean all your shit. Like, if there's shit from like 5 years ago, get rid of it.
Yeah. Be more careful in your decisions. Like I said, Xavier Woods is a current member of the roster. He's there every week. He delivers. He's a great mouthpiece, very entertaining, and he gets it done.
I mean, considering he's
got
also
the most to lose.
I mean, he's going. I mean, I'm not sure if he's gotten, but he was studying for his PhD. Like, he's not a dumb guy. He's a very intelligent. He's extremely intelligent guy.
He was even working on getting his PhD while he was in TNA.
Yeah, and even while he was in FCW, it was documented in that E60 piece that they did.
Yes.
So, and it's like he's married, he has a kid. Like, I don't know if he was with this woman at the time that this happened. I would hope not. I mean, considering the timing, it would have made it around 2013 to. Yeah, it would have been 2013 if she was still down there.
Yeah. Which is what, my time of arrival?
What happened?
Is that my normal time of arrival?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Am I wrong for wanting to know what they're going to do to him? What they're going to do to Woods and Paige and all that? Because they can't touch Maddox. He's gone. And he's like in a cave or some shit. You know?
As far as Paige, I mean, Paige is still under contract. I mean, I think prior to this happening, the plan was probably going to be to keep her under contract, kind of like they did with Rey Mysterio, where she got injured during the time of her contract. So they're going to make her
let her sit it out pretty much.
Or they're going to make her honor the time that she missed during the injury.
Oh, that's a good point. They could. I don't know.
Which they tried to pull with Rey, and probably more likely with her because of the whole Alberto thing and her her being open about leaving and being backstage at TNA and at conventions and anywhere Alberto goes, she goes.
Yeah, for $100.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just unfortunate. Nice.
I mean, I think Woods is gonna be the one that we have to look out for. That's gonna be affected the most because he's the one on the roster. He just had a kid, so he can't afford. I mean, I don't think he would lose his job over this, but like, how would this affect the New Day? And then
Do I think he's going to lose his job?
No,
But
no.
I do think he's going to get a serious punishment.
Yeah.
It's,
and then would it affect the New Day by association?
Yes.
Because
yes.
because they're an act. So if the New Day can't come out without him, because then people are gonna chant for him, and you kind of can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
And even if the two of them, even if it's just,
which you just had that great analogy. I think I'm gonna go when we're done with the show in a few minutes. I think I'm gonna go bust somebody else's particular fortitudes about this matter, because here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting all these new pictures and stuff sent to me.
Yeah.
Is Paige, because we've heard and we've said no one is bigger than WWE.
Yeah.
Is firing Paige really a bad thing? I'm not saying they should. I just want to gauge
I mean, I know she, like when it first came out, the first thing I said, well, this is her way out.
Okay.
Because she's wanted to get out.
Right, that's a fair argument. Now,
so maybe in her case, maybe she doesn't give a shit if she gets fired.
I think she's more into the situation than the repercussions. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what do I do? Can I get these pulled down? Stuff like that. Yes. I also feel like her image is going to get messed up because in true reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
On television, she had those two rock dudes.
The what?
The rock dudes we were just talking about earlier. Paige,
yeah.
She was dating. Right? Okay, two.
Alberto.
Maddox. I mean, this thing with Xavier Woods. I've heard stories about her not messing around, excuse me, like just randomly making out with the NXT roster. I just feel like her image now is going to be tarnished with promiscuity.
Yeah.
Indie fans will jump on her because, they're fucking power hungry and thirsty. But I really do want to know what's left for him. Because
I mean, I also think her heart's not been in it for a while.
In this whole situation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious. I guess that's the one thing I'm curious to see tomorrow on Raw is how this is handled as far as the New Day, because they're heavily promoted for Mania as the host. So that means they're gonna be on the show at Mania 4 to 5 times, maybe.
And let's not forget, they're gonna be in Brooklyn. Smart
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like people like us.
Know what reaction they're gonna get.
It's gonna be people like us.
Yeah.
People like TFA, people like Team Package, people like all our friends.
Yeah. It's, oh man, because again, Max Untouchable, Paige, this might be something she wants. But, Woods, is a very smart young man, and he might get stuck with the shit under the stick.
Mm-hmm. But then also, if he is punished and Rollins wasn't punished, then people are going to complain. Oh,
right.
Rollins did it, and a month later he was the WWE champion at Mania. But
and I'm not saying that.
But Woods doesn't. He got in trouble because he's.
I'm not saying that Paige should get all the reprimandment, but.
I mean, I think if they set the precedent already with the way they handled it with Rollins, so then just ignore it like they did with Rollins. Because then if you ignored it for Rollins, but then you punish Xavier to a certain extent, or you keep him off TV, then then people are gonna cry racism. People are gonna cry this or that or favoritism, and
it then becomes.
I mean, I know the Rollins one was tricky because it literally happened like as Raw was started, as he was walking to the ring. But I remember texting you the picture like
a vindictive girlfriend. This is some computer hacker that is being a dick.
Again, but both situations, they were released without the permission of the person involved.
Okay.
yes, these were more risque and more graphic, and
Graphic,
it
but
involved
they are pretty much like that.
other superstars in the company, and but regardless, it was still a performer with their stuff being leaked. So why would
Yeah.
if Rollins got off without being punished, then I would guess then just ignore it like they did with Rollins. Because if you treat
Yeah.
this any differently than you did with Rollins, then it's going to be sexism for the Paige's punishment, and it's going to be racism for Woods' punishment.
Yep. Totally agree. Totally agree with all that.
Yeah.
I get it from all sides of the spectrum. I mean, Maddox is the elephant in the room that you can't really touch.
Yeah.
Woods.
I mean, he got fired for saying cocky pricks.
That's right. And then Woods is in probably the hottest tag team that WWE has right now.
Yeah.
You know, plus his YouTube.
I mean, they're not at the level there. Oh yeah, they're not. I mean, he just did a video with Stephanie McMahon celebrating $1 million or something.
That's right. That's right. He absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely did do that, and
so it's like you have Stephanie endorsing the guy a week ago.
I haven't seen that video. Is she really like playing and all that stuff?
It's more like she's just standing with him, like promoting the show.
Okay, hey, that's something, man. That's something.
Kind of like Abby doing our intro, like ew, up, down, down, hey, like it was like that. Nothing crazy.
Got it. Okay. It wasn't like she was physically in there busting.
She wasn't playing games. No, they were just standing there, and they were talking like, "Oh, this is my special guest for 1 million subscribers or something."
Got it. Okay. It was informally formal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because it was the talk of the town Friday, Saturday. Not so much today, but Sunday's a very slow news day for wrestling.
Well, then Monday's Raw, so people are gonna remember again.
I was gonna say, and that's when you'll hear that Paige is backstage, or if they're gonna have a locker room meeting, which is what I'm personally curious to hear what they're gonna do, if they're gonna do a locker room meeting or something like that. Because Vince and town relations are very big on that.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. It's just young kids, and I mean that's a private business. The problem. And to sit here and say that it wasn't private is a two-way street also, because they did that with the privacy and comfort, thinking that it was never going to get out on their personal devices.
Yeah.
But you also got to have that backdoor mentality of, hey, let me put this somewhere. I don't know. A fucking flash drive obviously isn't good enough.
Yeah, like, I mean, for instance, like me, I don't really keep any of my stuff stored online, dirty or not. Like, I kind of have it separately, so it's not accessible anywhere. Like, even if it's just personal home videos of, like, family or us, or me and my friends hanging out and drinking and partying, like, I keep those put away as well,
Yeah. You got to keep that in it. I don't know. That's just me. I have flash drives for everything. Like, I back all my shit up.
Yeah.
That's just me in terms of...
No, same here, like, yeah.
In terms of storage and not losing shit, that's just how I get down. And this is, years ago. Paige, somebody was asking me, oh my God, what do you think Del Rio's going to do? This was before he was even back in the company.
Yeah.
Or
this might have been before he even left.
Yeah.
He probably didn't know. I mean, he probably didn't even know who the hell she was at the time.
This was like FCW NXT days. Like, Maddox is, still like probably considered like, blue chip or rookie.
He was probably, this was probably during his title run.
I personally think this is 2014. That's
2013 to 14, yeah.
Yeah, around that area. But
when was the Divas Championship? Let me see. Because I remember when they had the tournament for the Divas Championship.
Was that 2009 or 10, right?
No. Because Paige was the first one. Paige was crowned. Paige, okay.
I thought you meant for the butterfly belt. I'm sorry.
No, Paige was crowned NXT Women's Champion April 5th, 2013. So around Mania the Mania that they had over here.
Okay.
So it would have been around. Yeah, Del Rio was feuding with Swagger at the time.
With
so that's
Swagger.
what it was after that Mania in Jersey.
Yeah.
And she didn't get called up until the following Mania, the night after the following Mania. So sometime in that year.
And I'm just hoping. But another thing that came to my attention too is that WWE had to take some action already, because this guy who had the videos, his pages are shut down for the most part.
Yeah.
He has not put up any other threats on Twitter about more stuff coming out.
Mm-hmm.
No new stuff has come out. The one that like I said before we went on the air.
Yeah.
The one that caught me off guard was that photo that I told you I heard about, where there is some fluids on the WWE Championship.
Mustard.
So, some mustard, yes, some white mustard. So yeah, that was what came to my attention, because I didn't know about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice, interesting news-filled day tomorrow for the wrestling world.
Yeah.
Is all I'm going to say.
Or tonight, since I'm probably putting this up on Monday.
Yeah, let's.
And you're not? Is anybody that we know going to Raw tomorrow? I think my sister's going.
Let me think. Nobody that I know, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't go out of my way to buy tickets, and then with the snowstorm and everything, I didn't ask for any tickets. I'm waiting for SummerSlam weekend to ask for tickets.
I didn't go nuts either. If I do go, it's going to be last minute. So.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to go because then I would have nobody to watch the kid. Wait,
got it.
I probably could, but I just don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah, I'm not fiended out to go this time for some reason. It's weird.
I think I've gone. I think there was a point where I went to so many that I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, same. I don't feel like I need it.
If
tickets would come at a fair price, maybe.
Like I said, if I attend the live Bruce Pritchard show this year, I was satisfied.
Same.
I did the Takeover, I did SummerSlam, I've done Mania, I did Rumble, I've done so I've done numerous Raws. So if I can get the Pritchard show this year, I will consider this a successful wrestling year for me.
Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be a nice news-filled day. I can't wait to get all the ins and outs going into Monday Night Raw.
Sorry.
In Brooklyn.
Ins and outs.
Let's turn the page here, if you will, put them into
up, down, down. Keep it tight.
All of our plugs and sign-offs. We want to give a special shout-out to Up, Down, Down, and everything that they've done for us this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Bosch, what do you got? What are you plugging? What are you plugging?
I got, Meanwhile, 22 pages later.
Yes, 100th episode.
Yeah, we should have been at 300 by now.
Yep, I suck. Go ahead.
WCWworldwide.com. Check out all their magazine scans. They have a Patreon. They send out a little loot box of WCW stuff. So as low as I think $1 a month or $5 a month. So I'm curious to see what's in that one. Cool. I guess he puts in little cool WCW prizes.
Okay.
What else is there? There's Kayfabe Cover Kingdom. He's got a shirt store. I know he hit me up about the girls into wrestling shirt.
Yeah.
He hit me up about it, asking my opinion. I thought it was cool, so I'm happy to see it's up on the site.
Yeah.
What else? Who else do we have? Yeah, you guys have Ace coming up?
I got Ace coming up Saturday night, April 8th, Morgan Jr. Arena. 67 Hathaway Street, Wallington, New Jersey. Main event, Donovan Dijak from Ring of Honor is going to be challenging the 8th heavyweight champion, Danny Mock. We've got Arcadia versus Anthony Gangone for the Diamond Division Championship.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some Fight for Flight action that night. We've got women's matches. Vince Steele's going to take on Asher Morales. We've got a lumberjack match between Adam Payne and Anthony FNB Ramirez. It's going to be Nadia taking on JL Cotto. That's the females matchup that I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The Dukes will be there. It's going to be a tremendous show. It's getting a lot of praise and a lot of
those are some pretty big matches.
Buzz. Yeah, it's getting a lot of social media buzz for the matches that we have on there. It's a very stacked card, lots of surprises, some of which I can't spoil for you. Saturday night, April 8th. Doors open at 7, bell time 7:30, 67 Hathaway Street, Wallington, New Jersey. I'll be there doing the commentary and all that good stuff. The Kylie and V podcast, definitely check them out. Support them. Very funny, witty girls. They're starting to interview people, so it's becoming a lot more intriguing. Not saying that it wasn't before, but it adds a different dynamic, and hearing them interview, genuine questions with their friends is always very, very cool. So support my my day of my vacation, Vanessa. So support her. Who else is there that's out there? Like
Sober
John
World
Harder.
of Sports.
Yeah.
My boys Mikey, Manny, and Joey. They like to cover a lot of Japanese wrestling and pretty obscure stuff. But they're also really entertaining. We were doing one last year during Takeover. We were doing a live one, but it never aired. I think it just got too out of hand, and Frankie's comments were out of hand, so we never ended up airing it.
Okay.
But definitely check out their podcast. They're hilarious guys if you have that weird sense of humor like I do. But should be good. They watch a lot of old Japanese stuff. There's one episode where they're live commentating the Sunny porn.
Oh, I think we should do that.
Which is interesting, to say the least.
Can we live commentate the next Paige video?
All right, it's like a minute long.
Oh yeah, whatever the next one is, we'll commentate it.
Yeah.
I got that. John Harder at the Hardway HQ. Promote that. Check out Danny Cage on Facebook, huge Hasbro fan. He puts out a lot of information about the WWF Hasbros.
Okay.
Including stuff about those that were never released. And you can go to his eBay store and you can check out his Hasbro poster. Poster of the entire Hasbro line, every Hasbro that was ever made.
Oh, nice.
So it's a pretty cool poster if you're into those action figures from back in the day.
Also,
check out Iza Collects on Instagram. He has actually a Hasbro action figure coloring book that he sells, including Hasbro themed pins, and now he's got T-shirts and stuff. So
there's also the JR Scar Hasbro shirt on our Redbubble site.
Absolutely.
Which I don't have yet.
Absolutely. There's that one, as well as the 605 NWA Saturday Night one, costume video, the classic For Life
Mania.
For Life Mania.
The many expressions of Great Khali.
Many expressions of Great Khali, and of course the Bosch mode shirts.
Petty 24/7.
Petty 24/7, of course, sprinkle it on there. Xavier got his, by the way.
Oh, he did. I saw somebody else purchase a shirt.
That was him.
Nice.
Fastlane, that was him. Who else is there? Let's put out there. I think that's all I got. I'm sure I'm forgetting people that I promised this week.
All right.
But
we'll get you next week.
We'll get you next week. And I just want to say, again, happy birthday to Gigi. Thanks to Team TSA for having the mascot out. That was cool for y'all having me out. Great, fun times as always. Next time, let's do it at the salad bar. And a special thank you to Abby for gladly doing the intro for the For Life podcast. I can now.
All right, brother.
All right, I just put my hand on my ass. I got nothing left up there.
You know who else put? Oh no, that's.
What? Oh. Let's turn the page. Get out of the woods, okay? And take it home, because when you're watching your page, wrong one. When you're listening to your podcast, you're listening to it for life.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Now the moment is here, get rid of your fears, no time for the tears, because we gon' make it. The future is ours, cause we got the power in the palm of our hand, given the chance, you know. Take it. And when it seems everything's wrong and the pressure is on, that's when it's time to be strong. Just look in the mirror and wipe your face. Step up to the plate, cause it's time to be great. So come on and embrace the new day. Come on and live life a new way. Don't stop till you reach the top, and while them haters keep hating, you'll be winning a race. You looking to see it and want it, you gotta believe you can get it. Open your eyes and see your dreams and the days from more hoping and wishing. We are the privileged. Through faith, all things are possible. And with the power inside, ain't no stopping you. We won't hesitate to fight for a better day until we inevitably claim our victory. No more time for depression and stressing. Repair despair with the power of blessing. No fear in here, we use faith as our weapon for the new day. New way with no half stepping. Stop looking for who you gotta be.